Chester School's Christian Work vlog, where we get to share a little bit about who we are and what we do, as well as showing you a few of the snapshots and the highlights in particular over the past few months. It also gives us a really good opportunity to say thank you. Thank you to every individual and church and funding body that's partnered with us over the last 12 months. And a huge thank you to those of you that have given over many years in journeying with us and partnering with us. So thank you to each and every one of you. So everything that we do as a team, as volunteers, as staff, as trustees, is all around wanting to inspire hope and unlock potential in every person with every contact. And we seek to do that by demonstrating and sharing the love of God through promoting personal and spiritual development in children and young people through the schools across Chester. And that takes lots of different forms and lots of different formats, but all of it is wrapped around that heart of wanting to inspire hope and unlock potential.
Back in September at CSCW, naturally we had plans of how we were going to work in the schools. Life was different as the schools were in these bubbles, but we had some great ideas of how we were going to support the schools. And as the term went on, and we hit a lockdown back in November, and then numbers kept rising, and then Christmas came, and it all changed again. We had to change what we planned. We had to respond to that situation, and it was very much our heart, both for Darren and myself and the trustees, that whatever we did had to come from what the schools needed the most. It wasn't about what we wanted to do, it was say, how can we serve you? Because everyone knows for schools, it's been an incredibly stressful time. So our work this year, in many ways, has been very different to what we've done before. We've done some work we've never tried before. Some things we have done similar in the past, but it's still been a bit different. It's been a bit of a learning curve for both of us, but it's been really exciting to still be able to partner with the schools, both primary and high schools, and just show them how much we value them, and through that show them how much God values each person in the schools. Because even though we've been in a pandemic, God's still been there, and we've seen great things happening across our local schools. You're going to hear now from a few people within the schools, both primary and high schools, showing a little bit about what CSCW have been doing to help them over the last few months.
Hello, I'm Wendy Lyon, I'm the head teacher at Mickle Trafford Village School, and I just wanted to talk to you and tell you a little bit about Andy and his team. Pre-COVID, Andy and his team delivered weekly assemblies to all the classes in our school. The children really enjoy his assemblies. They're always really well planned, full of resources, engaging. The children take part in acting, they can dress up, there's puppets, and I think because they are so well planned and all the different resources he uses, the children really remember them, and you can often hear them around school singing and humming the songs or reacting what they've done in the assembly. So it's been really lovely to have him in doing that. During COVID, obviously he couldn't come in, but that didn't stop him. Andy was brilliant providing online assemblies for all the classes to access, and the teachers found these a really useful resource, because they could just run with them and knew that they could have something that the children found familiar and could relate to. As for the children, they came back and said it was a fantastic thing to see Andy. They really enjoyed seeing that familiar face, and we felt as a school it brought our community together, because the parents could interact with that as well. And every Thursday came along and volunteered in the Year 6 bubble on a Thursday afternoon, and the children really looked forward to seeing him. He would just take on board what remote learning they were doing, what learning they had to do in the classroom. They really enjoyed seeing him in person. As soon as we could, Andy was straight back in delivering face-to-face assemblies in year group bubbles, and again the children, you could hear them whittering on in the background and around school saying, "Is it Andy today? Whose class is he going into?" And as soon as they hear his voice, you could just hear a little murmur around school. So it's been lovely to have him back in. So he was just absolutely fantastic during COVID, just keeping our community and our spirits going. They also deliver our Year 6 transition in a fun and informative way, and again, because the children know Andy so well, they feel relaxed and able to ask any questions about their worries or concerns about high school. They are just an absolute amazing team. They raise everybody's spirits. Their positiveness is just fantastic around school. and we're just so lucky to have him. We're truly grateful, and thanks to Andy for everything he does.
Hi, I'm Sarah Daniels. I'm the head of PHSE at Bishop's Bluecoat Church of England High School. Just wanted to give some feedback on the relationships and sex education that Darren has been giving to us recently. Every single session that Darren has come into, the students have been engaged right from the start. They have, you could tell that they really valued and appreciated having an external visitor for those sessions, but in particular Darren's manners, the way he spoke to the students, the way he was able to form relationships with our students really quickly, despite having met hardly any of them before, if any, was really impressive. All the staff that Darren went into their lessons commented on how engaged the students were, how much they valued those lessons and how much they learnt about the different topics in relationships and sex education that Darren was covering. Darren was also happy to answer questions from the students about anything related to RSE. He was happy to have sort of difficult discussions or answer difficult questions that the students might have had, which is also, you know, really helpful in giving them that sort of outlet to be able to ask those questions rather than having to ask their usual classroom teacher. It's been an absolute pleasure having Darren come into school, and I really look forward to working again with CSCW and Darren in the future for more of our RSE provision. And yeah, I'm just really grateful of how fantastic he's been and how brilliant the lessons have been. So thanks very much, Darren.
Well, hopefully that has given you a little bit of a flavour and a bit of a taste of what we've been up to the last few months. And a huge thank you to every senior leader, every teacher, every member of staff, every volunteer, PTA, governor that has cared and educated the children and young people so well this year. We've been continually impressed and amazed with how you've adapted and changed and carried on caring and educating the children and young people. So thank you so much for all that you've done this year.
And we also want to say a big well done to all the children and young people, because you've had so many things thrown at you in the last year, so many different rules, you've had to find different ways of doing school, some of you have had to work from home. It has been so challenging, yet it's been amazing to go into the schools and still see so many happy faces, see so many young people still keen to carry on and do their best. So well done to you guys. I hope you have a fantastic summer, lots of fun, and then come back in September refreshed for what will hopefully be more of a normal year.
Hopefully so, hopefully so. Well, thanks so much for watching our first ever vlog. If you want any more information, if you've got any questions, queries, or you want to know how you can partner with us in prayer or financially or volunteering with us, check out our website, cscw.org.uk, and you can find information and contact details there. Well, we hope you have a great summer, and we'll see you all really soon. Take care.
Bye.